don't with that, so just run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. We run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back.
Time to add to the cipher. Time is money, time to run the numbers higher. Learn hustling early, this hardwired. Total bezel, frozen neck, or black attire. $1 million make a follow a messiah. Is you a charlatan or really take them higher? We in demand, distributors and suppliers. Be getting bands and signatures on the flyers. Listen, gotta make...
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and all eyes are on Mike Evans, who's third in the league in catches this season and ready for more this week. It's the Bucs and the Saints, all that and more, coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. And they lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Wrap up.
Still moving. The Saints heading out for the first time, and there's Derek Carr at quarterback in his 11th NFL season now and second in black and gold.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Carr going to throw right away. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
Good for the Saints.
Here's Carr to throw. Finding Taysom Hill complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Carr going to throw. That is incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
The Bucs getting ready to go on offense for the first time, and it's Baker Mayfield leading them out in his second season as a Buccaneer.
He's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
A first carry for Rachaad White. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Mayfield down. And he is caught. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. First down, here's White. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Now Mayfield. He'll dump this one off here to White. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 3rd and 2. Mayfield looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. To throw, Mayfield. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Saints offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back. His name right there at the top. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Now a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion right. On play action, it's Carr. Going right back to Wilson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
at the 24-yard line.
Now Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Perry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a play fake. Carr. And he's got it. Touchdown. Touchdown. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Buccaneers offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. He had the touchdown pass on the opening drive. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes coming in, and he's right up there among the league's best. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Mayfield. Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Mayfield to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's Mayfield. Hard throw, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Throwing now is Carr. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Here's Carr. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Perry. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. Carr now to throw. And Wilson with it, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Carr. sack back at the 16-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now Carr. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Carr now on 3rd and goal. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cedric Wilson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Throwing, Mayfield. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And he's got this down to the 35. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Mayfield now. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Wilson's got it complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Carr going to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The final shot here before half for Carr. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll start up at Lambeau. Arizona in town to take on Green Bay. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And you can see there is the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. Josh Downs, a touchdown reception. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. Tank Dell, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. We saw a strong first half from the veteran quarterback, Derek Carr. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The Bucs offense and veteran receiver Mike Evans headed back onto the field, and he's putting together some kind of campaign. Currently second in the NFL in touchdown receptions among wideouts. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped them there, but not to be.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw is Carr. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. They'll start the drive with a give to White, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The tight end in motion right. Mayfield looks to throw. And this one's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mayfield. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. First the ball 3, and it's 2nd down. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Now back to the ground game with White. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. They go right back to White here on 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw, Mayfield. There's Evans again, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Mayfield. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and it's now 17-14. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. McLaughlin now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense and Derek Carr ready for this next possession. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now Carr. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here.
That's good for the Saints.
Now Carr. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Throwing now is Carr. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on third down. Here's Carr to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
So it's third and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they bring in an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And some room to work. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it.
That's taken in by Palmer.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Palmer going to go in motion left.
Here's Mayfield. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown.
Here's White.
Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Mayfield keeps it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Baker Mayfield scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Buccaneers are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
Previous play is under review.
Now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
Mayfield going to take it on the sneak. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
4th down, Mayfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing his car. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Carr. That's caught by Wilson. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They had to get it away from their end zone somewhat, but still a long way to go.
Had to start somewhere. That's probably the best outcome possible.
Into the hands of Perry, complete. Here's 2nd down. Carr to throw. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Carr. And his throw here's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He's got Johnson, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. This is 1st and 10. Now Carr, and not a whole lot there, maybe 3 yards on 1st down. A tackle in the field of play likely ends this thing. They've either got to get to the sideline or to the end zone. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Buccaneers, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll